this last 1 year, you have been able to stay consistent in terms of clearing 6 certifications, and that too, some of them which were really difficult, right? But then
Yeah.
one important point that you mentioned was to go back to your basics, right? So if you have covered your basics really well, then any certification is going to just be a cakewalk because it's
True.
going to be built upon the basics, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
please go
Like
ahead.
directly we cannot think. Yeah, directly we cannot think that let's attempt the professional exam. Before that, you
Yeah.
should have basic or associate level of understanding.
Yeah. So this is one of the questions that probably comes up whenever we do any live shows that, can I directly go for any of these specialty or professional exams? And we tell them that cover the basics, go through the associates, and then go for the professional. Even though after 2019, AWS mentioned that there is no prerequisite, still going through the basics, going through the associate exams actually gives you a good understanding of the core concepts before attempting any professional exams. So that's a very nice point that you mentioned. So audience, go through the basics, be confident on the basics. Okay. So there is one more thing, that we always say that consistency matters, right? But being consistent is something that is very difficult, and implementing all of your ideologies is very difficult. But we can always talk about it. So how did you stay consistent over the last year, and what was your thought process?
Yeah, like um, I know like this is difficult to be consistent with so much of distraction, right? And we are working, we have work also, and uh, but I'll say like if you want to achieve something and if you have goals, so definitely like consistency is really I'll say is important. And the second thing is if you understand like no one else will work for you, like they can guide you and they can give you the path. Like that happened with me also. Like before 1 year, I didn't know anything about cloud DevOps. Like I started with zero, but I'm like grateful that I have like people around me that like they have guided me really well. But this like understood like okay, I know the path. I have a clear path, but now I will work on this part, right? No, like no one can work for me. So this is like for that to make it like you have to that you have to work like no one else can work. So for that like consistency is really like important.
Yeah, that's a good thought process because no one's gonna hold your hand and walk you through the finish line, but there will always be people who will guide you in regards to what you could possibly do to elevate your career. And all you have to do is just listen
Yeah.
to their words and then just go ahead and work on it by yourself. That's beautiful. That's a really nice statement.